Yo, hey, hope you're doing great. So, today I'm gonna be reacting to Caravan Can't Be Long Now. So this is a suggestion from one of my Patreons. This is Rolling Ronnie. So, actually, he's been Patreon from February, and this is the second song from Caravan that he recommend, and this is from the Canterbury scene, right? So it seemed that there was several bands from that scene, and I was reading a little bit again, and they have jazzy leanings, and it's been interesting. And last time I did a medley, and it was really nice. And yeah, I'm very excited about this. Here he says, "Hi John, hope you are well and not too busy." May was like kind of crazy busy, but yeah, now I feel better. This month I'm going with a second track by Caravan. This from their second album and was originally titled for Richard, but on remaster it now has the title for Can't Be Long Now. So hope you enjoy. Thank you, Rolling. So yeah, May was kind of crazy for me. Obviously, we have a lot of concerts where I work in the school that I work, and now I feel that I can breathe. And we still have one more concert coming soon, but now I feel that I can breathe, and I'm very excited to create more videos. Um, I'm glad I made a lot of new videos, and I have back a backlog of video created, and which hopefully you can go and see them in the early access, right? But now I'm gonna try to come back and do more. And my main goal will be to have 2 videos a day. That will be the best. But right now, at least having one video a day, that's I can do that. So I just want consistency in my channel. So Rolling, thank you so much. We're gonna do this, and I'm very excited. This is 14 minutes, and yeah, I'm gonna react to this as a classical guitarist. Maybe it's not different as your ears, but I love classical music. I play classical music, and I listen to classical music, and probably a lot of other genres too. But pretty much what is gonna happen is I'm gonna play the whole thing without stopping. I don't like to start the video. I feel that it killed the vibe, and then there you're gonna see pretty much my reaction, right? I may say some things and whatever, but then in the second I tried after that I tried to come back to the video, and we can play and stop and tell you my first impression analysis, right? I tried to give my best here. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Yeah, I just want to let you know, if you want to do the same thing that Ronnie, James, a lot of these people do, they have been supporting me every month, and they give me suggestions, and they do help to move the channel in a certain way. And it's nice to we comment in the videos, and I love to read all the information from their perspective, or not perspective, but all the information that they give me, and it's very nice. I really enjoy this. I'm glad I'm doing reaction videos. So yeah, we're gonna do this. Also, I have a collection from stuff that I block videos from YouTube. Pretty much a King Crimson collection for free. You can go listen to videos here in Patreon, and also I have, like I say, early access video to my videos. Um, let's do it. Let's do it. Sounds very nice, actually. That's interesting. Beautiful. deep. That's interesting take here. I love how the bass is playing the same thing over and over while we change the harmony in the top. Beautiful. Some tension with the dissonance, but beautiful at the same time. Mainly, you know, it's very tonal, but have a nice duo with the flute and bass. We have a nice crescendo here. Very Latin American. Sabroso, ¿eh? Yeah, the sound production is super nice, but the bass is super clear and loud. Does kind of sound jazzy, yes. Kind of duo with the saxophone that I realized so late. I'm just wondering, all those four played all these instruments, or which I do appreciate actually. Very Latin American actually. Not Latin American, but you know. I'm enjoying the bass like crazy. Funky. I'm just thinking here, it does remind me a little bit of Latin jazz. Have even bongos. Now more rock here. It's interesting. It does a guitar distortion that is a little very interesting. It's weird actually. Even no, well, that's the one doing the solo, or that's a keyboard. Sounds like a guitar. Yeah, of course, this is the more rock. That bass, man. Super clear. The way it should be. That was interesting ending. That's very nice. Yeah, that bass, man. Damn! And then, but not the bass. The bass, did that last chord, which it felt a little empty, but that ending was very surprising. Let's see where. Super interesting. So, what do I think about this? Obviously, I like a lot that the bass is actually the same as loud as guitar. Like I can hear the bass super clear, and I really like that. And it's you can see that the bass is all over the place, like everywhere, and I love it. The bass feels very free. I love the introduction, which it was very soft. Very. I like the choice of chords that they do, right? And there was certain places that they went that it was not dissonant, but it was a very weird, harmonization, right? I'm gonna show it to you. But then when we get to the beginning of everything, when they begin to play more move, it was kind of like Latin, like the Latin American rhythm. Not that all Latin American rhythms sound like that, but it gave me that vibe. And then in certain places, it did remind me kind of Latin jazz. Obviously, we have that saxophone doing solo, and going to modes, and it does feel more jazzy, this song, and then they have a flute, and it's very nice. And then in the end, we have more rock. And it's it's a 14 minutes with a lot of things instrumental, a lot of experimentation, I would say, a lot of exploration of sounds and styles, I would say, because it gave me a lot of vibes, and of course, this is the type of music that you kind of need to listen to more than once. We're gonna put it again. We're gonna do a little analysis, but again, the recording the production, I love that it sounds very clear, and how free the bass sound, and it took me away more the bass and the electric guitar, because I could hear more. But also in the intro I hear some voice, and then through the whole song I hear any voice. Maybe I'm we're gonna analyze, and maybe I'm wrong, but you know, again, that introduction, soft, deep, goes emotional, right? And those two changes of chords is just perfect. Da, ba, ba. Yeah. And it's interesting because obviously the drum and the bass are playing a sequence without changing anything, and then we have some instrument going, changing the harmony, right? So we have the voice. This is beautiful, mysterious, deep, emotional, everything at the same time. This is like last minute music. I love it. And the thing is that this introduction is so different to the rest of the things. Like you feel that with this intro you're gonna go to deep in the roller coaster of emotion. But you know, we do have a roller coaster, but I will say a roller coaster in the style. Yeah. No. I would like to add some. I'm just so interested in what type of change is that. Let me check with the guitar. Okay, let's see. Da. A minor. That's pretty much what is happening. Here is where we go kind of crazy. So pretty much the song A minor to F, Fa, La, Do, Mi. What to a 6 is? Yeah. Which is again, this progression is kind of interesting. It's give you the vibe of something else. It's not. It's just what I want to say is a very. I mean, I like it. You will hear the 1-5, but it is 1-6, and of course it's mesmerizing. I like it. But here we have something very different. Let's see. So yeah, we do have like a minor second, like you know, we have some dissonance here. But I'm trying to see like how the so we kind of go to a minor second with the B flat. So it's pretty much. But the thing is that the A, because we're doing an ostinato in the bass, because we're doing this, but we're holding now this, we have it's a dissonant that it's uncomfortable, but it sounds very nice actually. Da. We're playing this and this together. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I don't know. It's a minor second, but you know, it's very weird. have something different here. Yeah, what's happening here? I don't know what's happening. You see, my ears begin to get crazy. But what I want to tell you is that introduction is beautiful, beautiful. Again, mesmerizing, and I really enjoy it. That's nice choice of harmonization. Oh, and then we have the flute in the background. Beautiful, vocalization. Again, mesmerizing, beautiful introduction. And then here, I think that here is when bass begin to have a little bit more liberty, which again, through the whole song, I really enjoy listening to that bass in my ear, like being very free, and you can hear it very loud. So that's very nice. Here it has some bongos. See? I'm sorry, but that sounds like very Latin American, Latino rhythm. Yeah. Oh yes, like Latin jazz. That's super nice there. I love this section here. Ooh, I love how the bass very unexpected, and I love it. Then we come back to the Latin, and of course now we have the saxophone solo, which I always say that I love saxophone in rock bands. Here is again the saxophones like it sound like Latin jazz, and I mean I love it. And you know what is I admire bands that are not scared to do this type of experimentation. Ooh, that says a lot about a band. Like when they do this stuff and they're not scared to like to what direction the music take you, is just beautiful. I love it. I love bands that take the risk to experiment and go to whenever music and composition take you. It's beautiful, and probably that's what make bands successful. That they're not scared to take chances, and they don't care about what people think. They just play what they feel, and probably they'll feel this is what they got, and it's amazing. I love it. Here again, that distortion, it sounds more like as a keyboard doing the sound of electric guitar, and later it does a solo, and I was just wondering, right? And then here we go a little bit more funky, and now begin to do a transition a little bit more to rock. Beautiful here harmonization. We have a flute. Super jazzy, man. I love it. Oh, that. Oh yes, super jazz. And we even have some bongos. You know, is what more you want? Oh, yeah. Yes. And then I feel that what is that? Is that electric guitar or is a keyboard doing the sound of electric guitar? It just sounds like electric guitar too. So here I hear the more rocks part. That sounds like electric guitar. I hear that bass. I love hearing that bass loud like that. That for me is you know, is part of the whole band without, because I hate that bands when they like lower the bass, and I love hearing that bass loud. They are part of the music, so they should be there. We have a guitar solo now. No, wait, what? It just sounds like a guitar. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like more electric guitar there. I like, there's a section here that I like. This. That sounds very progressive. Then we have the ending, and, you know. Good. This is a really good song, actually. Again, I really appreciate the takes that it have and the exploration of different genres. And yeah, I think that's very respectable. I love that. I love to hear that, and that's what make this band progressive, I guess. It's the surprise of making you, well, the surprise of having everything very unpredictable and you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, there's not, in other words, there's not a structure per se with this type of music, and I appreciate that. I like the freeness of music. So I guess that's pretty much how I feel with this. And again, Ronnie, I think Ronnie, thank you so much for suggesting this. I think that Caravan has been a really good band to explore, right? And yeah, this is super nice. Latin music, Latin jazz there. So Rolling, thank you so much, and I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward for more of your suggestion. Also, I hope you like it. You know, if you like it, you comment, like, share, give me your opinions. Even if you don't agree with me, that's fine. You know, you're free to have your opinions, and that's great. That's the beauty of life. And yeah, also if you want to suggest, like Ronnie here, like all these people to giving, you know, suggestions, you can go to Patreon and give me your suggestion. And also I have early access to my videos, and I have you can check out for free King Crimson collection that I have from videos that are blocked in YouTube, and I have them there for free, so check them out. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Take care.